Good morning. Today's topic is structure of chromosomes. It is in the third semester of botany. So in this topic, we will discuss about this definition and history of the discovery of chromosomes and features of eukaryotic chromosomes and the size and shape and number of chromosomes in the organisms and the chemical composition of chromosomes, the structure of ultrastructure of chromosomes and the functions of chromosomes. So the chromosomes are they are called vehicles of heredity. So they contain the DNA molecule, which is a genetic material. So these chromosomes are present in the nucleus, both in eukaryotic cells. In prokaryotic cell, the DNA is present, but it is not present in the nucleus because in the prokaryotic cell, the nuclear membrane is absent. So the DNA, which is circular single DNA, is present in a nucleoid. So the same genetic DNA material is present both in prokaryotic and eukaryotic chromosomes. This is in eukaryotic cell. These chromosomes are present in the form of a thread-like structure called chromatin, and it is present in the nucleus of uh, eukaryotic cell. So this chromosome, the name itself indicates the chroma means color, soma means a body. They are color body structures. So first it was discovered by Strasburger and in the year 1875. These chromosomes are defined as the rod-shaped dark-stained bodies which are seen during metaphase, at the metaphase stage of cell divisions, because there are four different stages in the cell division: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. But in metaphase, somewhat in anaphase, these chromosomes can be these chromosomes can be studied very well, because at this stage the chromosomes may become very distinct and they become short and stout. So structure of chromosomes can be studied at this stage is very accurate. The term chromosome was given by the Waldier. Scientist by name Waldier gave the term chromosomes. So chromosomes, they bear genes in a linear fashion. So these chromosomes, which are considered as the vehicles of heredity, they contain genes for particular organism. These genes can be transferred from one organism to one generation to another generation. So any variation in the genes can be exhibited by changing the chromosome structure or number of chromosomes in an individual. So these chromosomes, they vary in size, shape, and number in different species of plants and animals, but the number of chromosomes remains a constant for a particular species. For example, in human, there are about 46 chromosomes or 23 pairs of chromosomes. It remains the same in every individual um, person. The number cannot change. So such a type of constant or stability in a number can be observed in a particular species or specific. The number of chromosomes is specific for a specific organism. So these chromosomes, they have property of self-duplication and mutation. So these chromosomes, they can duplicate and they undergo mutations due to many reasons, maybe external or physical or chemical changes. So they may bring about a sudden change which can be inherited by these chromosomes. So these mutations may be in the number of chromosomes or the structure of the chromosomes. There may be structural changes or change in the number of chromosomes, which may lead to sudden change in an organism. That is called mutation. These changes or mutations can be carried to the next generation by these chromosomes, which will lead to the variation in the organism. These chromosomes are mainly composed of DNA, a little bit of RNA and proteins are present. Coming to the size, the chromosome size is measured at mitotic metaphase generally. This length of the chromosome and diameter of the chromosomes can be measured. So generally, the plant chromosomes are longer chromosomes than the animal chromosomes. So length of the plant chromosomes is more than animal chromosomes. These plant chromosomes generally vary between 0.8 μmicrons to 7 μmicrons in length, whereas animal chromosomes are 0.5 millimicrons to 4 millimicrons in length. And also the size of the chromosome varies from species to species. So there is a change in the size and also shape of the chromosomes. The shape of chromosome generally determine the position of centromere. So there is a central constriction called centromere to which chromosome arms are connected. So depending upon the position of the centromere, the chromosome's shape may vary. They may be J-shaped, L-shaped, I-shaped, and V-shaped chromosomes depending upon the position of the centromere. These shapes can be observed in metaphase or in anaphase only mainly, where the chromosomes are moving towards two opposite poles. They acquire I shape, J shape, L shape, and V shape depending upon centromere position. Generally, the chromosomes are rod-shaped structures mostly. So each species has different and constant somatic and genetic chromosome number. The somatic chromosome number is the number of chromosomes found in somatic cells. So they are also called autosomes. These chromosomes which are present in the vegetative cells or somatic cells are called autosomes. While genetic chromosome number is number of chromosomes found in the gametic cells, gametes. So in the reproductive cells, the chromosome number is just half of the chromosomes present in the vegetative cells. Generally, the diploid organisms, they have diploid number of chromosomes in their cells. Uh, During meiosis, where the gamete formation or gametogenesis takes place, the gamete mother cells, they they divide meiotically and produces haploid gametes. So these haploid gametes, which are formed after meiosis, they contain just half of the chromosomes present in the vegetative cells. So this somatic chromosomes are always diploid and are denoted as 2n, whereas the genetic chromosomes are always haploid and are denoted as n. So vegetative cells are somatic cells. They have chromosomes. They can be represented by 2n or 2x, whereas the gamete chromosomes, the chromosomes which are present in the gametes, haploid gametes, are always denoted by n or x. In human beings, somatic chromosomes are uh, there are about 22 pairs of somatic chromosomes are present. They are called autosomes, whereas in allosomes, there are two types X and Y, XX, XY, whereas these two are having a pair, two pairs, that is 23 and 23 pairs, 22 pairs of autosomes are present, a pair of allosomes or sex chromosomes are present. In females, there are two X chromosomes. In males, there are X and Y chromosomes. These are the species which have a definite number of chromosomes. Some examples here. The Homo sapiens, the common name for this Homo sapiens is human. Humans are Homo sapiens. They have somatic diploid chromosomes number 46, and in gametes, there are about only 23 chromosomes are present. In Varieties sativa, the rice plant, there are about 24 diploid chromosomes, 24 diploid chromosome number in Varieties sativa, that is um, rice is about 24, and in gametes there are about 1. So there are Pisum sativa, Dacus carola, all these are having the diploid number in the somatic cells, and in gametes their haploid number of chromosomes are present. Uh, Here is the structure of chromosomes. Structurally, chromosomes consist of 7 parts. Centromere, chromatid, which centromere is also called primary constriction, chromatid, secondary constriction, to which satellite is present, telomere, chromomeres, and chromonema, a matrix. This is the structure of chromosome. The central part is called the centromere, which is having a kinetochore disc-like structure. Uh, that centromere is present at the center, and two arms are present. Each half is called chromatid. That these chromatids, they contain a DNA molecule. The at the tip region of the chromosome is called telomere. Along with this primary constructional centromere, at one end of the just below the telomere, maybe sometimes in some chromosomes, secondary construction occurs. The part which is above the secondary construction is called satellite or trabant. The chromosomes which are having a satellite are called SAT chromosomes. So the centromere is a localized region of the chromosomes with which spindle fibers are attached during cell division. This is also called primary constriction or kinetochore, to which spindle fibers are attached during the cell division. There is a chromatid. One of the two distinct, these chromatids are two distinct longitudinal subunits of chromosomes called as chromatid. The chromatids are of two types. The chromatids of same chromosomes are called sister chromatids, and the chromatids of homologous chromosomes, so which are present as a bivalent, they are called non-sister chromatids. There is the secondary constriction in some chromosomes. Some chromosomes exhibit secondary constriction in addition to primary constriction. This chromosomal region between telomere is called a satellite or trabant. So the chromosome which is having satellite is called a SAT chromosome or satellite chromosome. Then the each chromosome shows polarity, where the two ends of chromosomes are called as telomeres. These telomeres are highly stable and they do not fuse or unite with telomeres of other chromosomes. And the chromomere is the chromosomes of some of the species show small bead-like structures called chromomeres. The structure of chromomere in chromosome is a constant in nature. This chromonema is a thread-like coiled structure found all the chromosomes, and chromatids are known as chromonema. This matrix, the chromosomes, it is a fluid part in which chromonemata are embedded in is called a matrix. Coming to the chemical composition of chromosome, chromosomes are chemically composed. They are called nucleoproteins. So they contain nucleic acid and proteins. Uh, Certain in all the chromosomes, so along with the DNA, a little bit of RNA and proteins are present. Generally, chromosomes contain 30 to 40% DNA, 50 to 65% proteins, 0.5 to 10% of RNA. The amount of DNA present in somatic cell is constant. The DNA content of gametic cell is half of that of the somatic cell. The DNA of chromosome is of two types, unique DNA or repetitive DNA. So, unique DNA consists of DNA sequences which are present in a single copy per genome and are unique in nature. Whereas this unique DNA is also known as non-repetitive DNA, codes for protein which requires in large quantity for cell. So it codes for protein. This unique DNA codes for a protein which requires in large quantity for the particular cell. Repetitive DNA consists of DNA nucleotides or base sequences, which are few to several hundred base pairs. So this repetitive DNA has it is having DNA nucleotides of base sequences, which are few to several hundred base pairs, long and are present to several to million copies per genome. This human genome contains 30% of repetitive DNA. This repetitive DNA is further divided into highly repetitive and moderately repetitive DNA. So the RNA, which is uh, purified chromatin, that is genetic material, purified chromatin contains 10 to 15% of RNA. RNA associated with chromosomes is messenger RNA. There are three types of RNA are present: mRNA, tRNA, and rRNA. So, in addition to this DNA, RNA, there are some proteins associated with the chromosome, which are classified into histone or basic protein and non-histone proteins. The non-histone proteins are acidic in nature, and histone proteins are basic in nature because of basic amino acids. These histone proteins are absent in case of prokaryotic DNA, so it is called naked DNA. In prokaryotic cell, or bacterial cell, there is single circular DNA without any histone protein. So it is called naked DNA. In case of prokaryotic, in case of eukaryotic cells, uh, this DNA is having histone proteins. These histones constitute about 80% of the total chromosomal proteins. They are present in an almost 1:1 ratio with DNA. There are five types of histone proteins: H1A, H2, H1, H2A, H2B, H3, and H4. The non-histone proteins make up about 20% of total protein mass. The content of non-histone protein is different from species to species. These non-histone protein includes many important enzymes like DNA polymerase and RNA polymerase, which are useful in replication of DNA, and also RNA polymerase during the formation of uh, the mRNA from DNA, which is nothing but transcription. According to the relative position of centromeres, chromosomes are divided into four types: metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric, and telocentric. In metacentric chromosomes, the centromere is present at the exactly at the center. So the two chromatids are equal in length. Such a chromosome is called metacentric chromosomes. This metacentric chromosome during anaphase attains the shape of V, when the chromosomes, the Tata chromosomes are moving towards two opposite poles. The metacentric chromosomes appear V-shaped chromosomes. Submetacentric chromosomes are having the centromere just away from the central part, where the small and large, long arms or chromatids are present. One is short, other one is long. These chromosomes during anaphase they appear J shape, L shape or J shape. These chromosomes are these shapes of chromosomes changes during the anaphase of mitosis. There is acrocentric chromosome, which is having a small, the centromere is far away from the central part, central position, which results in the formation of very short arm, very short chromatid, or a very long chromatid. So it attains a J shape. The submetacentric chromosomes appear L shape. The acrocentric chromosomes they appear as J shape during anaphase. The telocentric chromosomes are those chromosomes. They have the centromere at the telomere position. So this centromere, the chromosomes which are having centromere at the chromosomes which are having centromere at the telomere end, they are, they appear as I-shaped chromosomes during anaphase. So karyotype is nothing but a study of a set of chromosomes present in the haploid set of chromosomes. Study of haploid set of chromosomes in a particular species is called karyotype study. So this karyotype leads to the study of the structure, number, and position of centromere. The ultrastructure of chromosomes present um, in a particular cell can be studied. The study is called karyotype. The basic number of chromosomes in the somatic cells of an individual or species is called the somatic number, and it is designated as 2n number. So this karyotype of a particular organism varies with another species. So it is specific for a particular organism. The karyotype of two individuals are not at all same. That is, it is particular for a species. It is specific for a specific organism. The karyotype study. Ideogram is nothing but the diagrammatic representation of a karyotype. That is, the structure, number, and centromere position. The total study of these chromosomes in a particular individual is, can be represented in a diagram. That diagrammatic representation of chromosome morphology is called ideogram. So these chromosomes, coming to the functions of chromosomes, these chromosomes, the main function of the chromosomes is the transfer of characters from one generation to another generation. They are vehicles of hereditary. Hereditary is nothing but transfer of genes from one generation to another generation uh, by the presence of genes in the chromosome. So this is the main function of chromosome. So this about the structure and functions of chromosome.